Actually, this shirt was a Christmas gift from my mother. Hey there, folks. I am the Mighty Plantain. Thanks for checking out this video. And yeah, I wore this shirt back in college, and my mom loved it. So, back in college, that was a few years ago, it eventually wore out. And she happened to see this one hanging up at Spencer's Gifts. And yeah, now I have a new same t-shirt. Anyway, tonight we are looking at a beer from Cisco Brewing out of Nantucket, New Hampshire. Hang on. CiscoBrewers.com. New Hampshire, yes. Portsmouth, New Hampshire, sorry. So, established in Nantucket. Anyway, all right, Cisco Brewers. Thanks, by the way, Will H., for pointing this beer out to me. This is their Forever New England Gameday IPA, and they are a They are a proud sponsor of the New England Patriots, which is why they have the Patriots logo on there. Gameday IPA, limited edition, 5.4% ABV. NFL Kickoff 2022. Okay, cool. So, a lot of NFL endorsed stuff on here. I don't know. They could this could be the official beer of the New England Patriots. I don't know. I don't watch the games, so I'll leave that up to you football fans to let me know. Citrusy hops to keep the chains moving. A smooth finish that ignores the noise. At a 5.4% ABV, this IPA plays for a full 60 minutes. Well, we'll see. I don't know if 16 ounces will last 60 minutes, but brewed for tradition, for legacy, and for the fans of New England, forever New England. Enjoy responsibly. That's no fun. Just kidding, folks. Just kidding. You should always enjoy responsibly. Which basically means don't put anybody else at risk because of your risky behavior. Anyway. It looks hazy getting poured out. You can smell it from here. Honestly, I'm getting hints of citrus, grass, and earth. And again, that might just be football field imagery playing into my head, but I'm smelling that from all the way up here. There's definitely a nice hoppy blend there. But no, that is somewhat effervescent, fairly effervescent. There's lots of bubbles coming up through there. Very hazy, very cloudy. Nice light yellow to darker yellow color. It looks thin yet hazy. Like everybody's making hazy IPAs these days. This is what it is. I'm definitely getting grassy and earthy aromas off of that, as well as an undertone of citrus. Now, I say this in almost every video, but I'm mostly keyed towards citrus and pine. So anything that gives me even an aroma of a different hop ester has got my attention. But the fact that they say citrusy up front, and yet I'm getting grassy and earthy overwhelming the citrusy, that's interesting. Nice medium mouthfeel. Up front, there's a bit of a citrus bite. There's a hint of pine in the finish, and a relatively strong hint of pine in the finish. In the aftertaste, it kind of like fades into pine, but upfront citrus. In the middle there's some grassy and earthy flavor with a hint of dankness. I don't know, I'm doing the smack in the tongue thing. It annoys me too, if it annoys you when you hear it, but I can't help it. It's like I'm snapping to kind of get some airflow over my palate, and it makes that noise. And then that's one thing, but I can't duplicate it without it. That I know it's annoying, but it's reflexive almost at this point, because what it does is it gives a good snap, and it forces airflow over the palate suddenly, and it anyway. For me, it enhances the flavor. By the way, this is going down fairly easy. But no, it's an interesting and complex IPA. Like I said, citrusy up front, getting hints of earthiness, grassiness, like freshly turned earth, like I don't know, like your team charging down the field in cleats on a nice wet day and turning up fresh clods of dirt. Like that kind of earthiness in the air, that aroma that sits on the back of your palate. Like if you've ever walked across a freshly cleated football field, and that smell in the air of that overturned earth with the broken grass, that's what I'm getting in the flavor of this beer. It's a slightly different sensory experience, the flavor versus the aroma, but smell and taste are connected to a certain degree. And hopefully what I'm saying makes sense to you guys. If it doesn't, I'm sorry. If it does make sense to you, then hey, you're my people. Awesome. But this is a really good beer. There's not any one particular element that's jumping out at me, just it's making me, it's the flavor is painting a mental image of a freshly trodden football field. Which, that is what it is. That's my experience. Yours may differ. But for me, this is a really well put together beer. It's a good solid IPA with several esters, several hop esters that are coming together really well. And it's got a pretty balanced profile. It's easy drinking. It's smooth. It's good. Just plain old good. I'm going to hit this with a 4 out of 5. It's not quite pushing itself up into any like 4.5 or 5 category. It's not a fully perfect beer, not giving me that wow reaction. But I've got nothing bad to say about it either. Whew. Hell, even the burps are well-rounded and pleasant. But at the same time, it's not distinguishing itself enough to even get to the 4.5 category. I've had some other beers with these hop esters that are just as well-rounded, but again, there's no negative aspects here. There's no drawback, which is why it's getting the 4. It's not just quite making the 4.5 or 5. That being said, it's available in 4-packs. 4 of these. If you're a well-rounded, experienced beer drinker, I know that sounds kind of elitist, but it is what it is. You'll probably need to grab 2 of these 4-packs to get yourself through a regular season game. Yeah, see, not a big football fan, but I know how long a game lasts. You're looking at least 2.5, 3 hours. The first 4 of these are going to be gone after an hour and a half. You can probably pace that out better, and you probably should, but let's be realistic here. You're not going to. It's football day. So grab 2 4-packs of this. Sit back, watch the game, drink, enjoy. This beer is going to help you imagine yourself out on the field yourself. Perfect for all you armchair quarterbacks. Anyway, it's a good beer, and it's probably a great experience drinking this while watching a game. That's pretty much all I've got to say about it. Hit me up down below. in the comments or the email link. Love to hear what you have to say about Forever New England. Gameday IPA. It's a great game day beer. And that's coming from a non-football fan. Come Super Bowl Sunday, I'll probably sit down with a couple 4-packs of this, depending on what else I got going on that day. While you're down there, hit me up with the comments or the email. Positive or negative, both are welcomed. Be more than happy to respond to or ignore each in turn. Make sure to hit me up with a like and a share. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Till next time, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers. And I guess, based on where I live, I'm obligated to say, go Pats.